Top 300 Exam MCQs in Highway Engineering. Part 2. Welcome back to CivTech Simplified. Introduction. This video is brought to you by engineer Imran Aziz, a seasoned civil engineering professional with over 20 years of hands-on experience in the construction and infrastructure industry. Through his real-world expertise and dedication to knowledge sharing, this platform aims to bridge the gap between academic concepts and practical understanding. CivTech Simplified is a faceless research-based YouTube channel created to support civil engineering students, fresh graduates, and working professionals. Our mission is to simplify technical subjects and make them accessible to learners across the globe, especially those preparing for competitive exams and technical roles in the field of civil engineering. Today's focus is on highway engineering, Part 2, where we'll walk through the 50 MCQs, question 51 to 100. Each question comes with a clearly marked correct answer, making it easier for you to follow along and reinforce your understanding. For basic concepts, refer to Part 1. If you're looking for basic concepts, important definitions, and foundational understanding, we recommend watching Part 1 first. Let's begin this learning journey together. MCQs. Part 2. 51. On cement concrete roads, the camber generally provided is 1 in 70 to 1 in 80. A. Agree. B. Disagree. Correct option: A. Agree. 52nd. A barrel camber consists of A. 2 straight slopes joining at the center. B. 2 straight slopes with a parabolic crown in the center. C. A continuous curve, either parabolic or elliptical. D. None of the above. Correct option: C. A continuous curve, either parabolic or elliptical. 53rd. A camber consisting of 2 straight slopes joining at the center is called A. Barrel camber. B. Sloped camber. C. Composite camber. D. None of these. Correct option: B. Sloped camber. 54th. Steeper camber may cause deterioration of the central portion of the road surface. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. Correct option: A. Correct. 55. The camber recommended for water-bound macadam roads in A. 1 in 24 to 1 in 30. B. 1 in 30 to 1 in 48. C. 1 in 48 to 1 in 60. D. 1 in 60 to 1 in 80. Correct option: B. 1 in 30 to 1 in 48. 56. The camber of road should be approximately equal to mean, the longitudinal gradient. A. 1/2. B. 2 times. C. 3 times. D. 4 times. Correct option: A. 1/2. 57. Which of the following statement is correct? A. The amount of camber depends upon the rainfall of that area in which the road is to be constructed. B. The steeper the camber of road, the more inconvenient it is for the traffic. C. On a pavement with parabolic camber, the angle of inclination of the vehicles will be more at the edges. D. All of the above. Correct option: D. All of the above. 58th. A vehicle, while passing from a straight to a curved path, is under the influence of the weight of the vehicle and the centrifugal force. A. True. B. False. Correct option: A. True. 59. The inward tilt given to the cross-section of the road surface throughout the length of the horizontal curve is known as A. Superelevation. B. Cant. C. Banking. D. All of these. Correct option: D. All of these. 60. The raising of outer edge of the road above the inner edge is known as A. Superelevation. B. Cant. C. Banking. D. All of these. Correct option: D. All of these. 61. Superclavation is expressed as A. The difference of heights of two edges of the carriageway to the width of the carriageway. B. The difference of radii of curves. C. The difference of the road gradients. D. None of the above. Correct option? A. The difference of heights of two edges of the carriageway to the width of the carriageway. 62nd. Superelevation should not be than the camber. A. More. B. Less. Correct option, B. Less. 63. Greater the superelevation, more will be convenience to the slow-moving traffic. A. Right. B. Wrong. Correct option, B. Wrong. 64. The main advantage of providing superelevation is A. To decrease the intensity of stresses on the foundation. B. To increase the stability of the fast-moving vehicles when they negotiate too horizontal curve. C. To achieve higher speed of vehicles. D. All of the above. Correct option, D. All of the above. 65. In the absence of superclavation on road along curves, potholes are likely to occur at the of the road. A. Center. B. Outer edge. C. Inner edge. Correct option, B. Outer edge. 66. To prevent the overturning of a bullock cart on curves, the maximum value of superelevation as prescribed by the Indian Roads Congress is A. 1 in 5, B. 1 in 10, C. 1 in 15, D. 1 in 20. Correct option, C. 1 in 15. 67. The superclavation is A. Directly proportional to the velocity of vehicles. B. Inversely proportional to the velocity of vehicles. C. Directly proportional to the width of pavement. D. Inversely proportional to the width of pavement. Correct option, A. Directly proportional to the velocity of vehicles. 68. If the width of carriageway is 10 meters and the outer edge is 40 centimeters higher than the inner edge, then the superclavation required is A. 1 in 25, B. 1 in 100, C. 1 in 400, D. None of these. Correct option, A. 1 in 25. 69. The rate of rise or fall of the road surface along its length is called A. Cant, B. Superelevation, C. Gradient, D. Banking. Correct option, C. Gradient. 70. If the difference of levels between 2 points A and B is 1 meter and their distance is 50 meters, the gradient is said to be A. 1 in 50 or 2%, B. 1 in 5 or 20%, C. 1 in 20 or 5%, D. None of these. Correct option, A. 1 in 50 or 2%. 71. According to Indian Roads Congress, superelevation balances the centrifugal force corresponding to A. Full design speed, B. Half of the design speed, C. 3/4 of the design speed, D. None of these. Correct option, C. 3/4 of the design speed. 72. The gradient of a road depends upon the A. Nature of traffic, B. Nature of ground, C. Rainfall of the locality, D. All of these. Correct option, D. All of these. 73. When the rainfall is more, flatter gradients should be provided in the side drains and the road. A. Yes, B. No. Correct option, B. Number. 74. Roads only meant for slow-moving traffic have very steep gradient. A. Must, B. Must not. Correct option, B. Must not. 75. The steepest gradient which is to be permitted on the road is called A. Maximum gradient, B. Limiting gradient, C. Both. A and B. D. None of these. Correct option. C. Both A and B. 76. The value of maximum gradient for hill roads is A. 1 in 5, B. 1 in 10, C. 1 in 15, D. 1 in 20. Correct option. C. 1 in 15. 77. The suitable gradient within which the engineer must endeavor to design the road is called A. Limiting gradient, B. Ruling gradient, C. Average gradient, D. Exceptional gradient. Correct option. B. Ruling gradient. 78. The value of ruling gradient in plane, as recommended by Indian Roads Congress, is A. 1 in 10, B. 1 in 20, C. 1 in 30, D. 1 in 40. Correct option. C. 1 in 30. 79. The value of ruling gradient in hills, as recommended by Indian Roads Congress, is A. 1 in 10, B. 1 in 20, C. 1 in 30, D. 1 in 40. Correct option. B. 1 in 20. 80. An essential gradient which has to be provided for the purpose of road drainage is called A. Maximum gradient, B. Minimum gradient, C. Exceptional gradient, CEO, D. Floating gradient. Correct option. B. Minimum gradient. 81. The total rise or full between any 2 points chosen on the alignment divided by the horizontal distance between the 2 points is called A. Average gradient, B. Exceptional gradient, C. Ruling gradient, D. Floating gradient. Correct option. A. Average gradient. 82. For cement concrete roads, a minimum gradient of 1 in 330 can be provided. A. True, B. False. Correct option. A. True. 83. Which of the following statement is correct? A. Steeper gradients are sometimes provided to avoid deep excavations. B. Steeper gradients are sometimes provided to avoid long detours. C. Exceptional gradient becomes necessary to avoid deep cuttings. D. All of the above. Correct option. D. All of the above. 84. An gradient on a road is said to be an exceptional gradient if it is A. Less than the minimum gradient, B. More than the maximum gradient, C. More than the minimum gradient, D. Less than the maximum gradient. Correct option. A. Less than the minimum gradient and B. More than the maximum gradient. 85. Exceptional gradient should not be provided in a length more than A. 10 meters, B. 20 meters, C. 50 meters, D. 100 meters. Correct option. D. 100 meters. 86. Floating gradients are provided at hose curves. A. Summit, B. Valley. Correct option. A. Summit. 87. The distance measured along the center line of a road over which a driver can see the opposite object on the road surface is called A. Sight distance, B. Visibility, C. Clear distance, D. None of these. Correct option. A. Sight distance. 88. The stopping sight distance is the of reaction distance and the braking distance. A. Sum, B. Difference, C. Product. Correct option. A. Sum. 89. The stopping sight distance depends upon the A. Reaction time, B. Braking time, C. Speed of vehicle, D. All of these. Correct option. D. All of these. 90. The longest distance at which a driver, whose line of sight is 1.2 meters above the road surface, can see the top of an object 10 centimeters high on the surface of road is called A. Crossing sight distance, B. stopping or non-passing sight distance, C. overtaking or passing sight distance, D. lateral sight distance. Correct option, B. stopping or non-passing sight distance. 91. On horizontal and vertical curves, crossing sight distance must be provided to avoid any collision of two vehicles coming from opposite directions. A. Agree. B. Disagree. Correct option, A. Agree. 92. The reaction time of a driver, when, with the increase in speed. A. Remains constant. B. Increases. C. Decreases. Correct option, C. Decreases. 93. The stopping sight distance is always overtaking sight distance. A. Equal to. B. Less than. C. Greater than. Correct option, B. Less than. 94. The opportunities to cross slow-moving traffic at intervals is not provided in case of A. 2-lane highways, B. 3-lane highways, C. 4-lane highways, D. All of these. Correct option, B. 3-lane highways. 95. The reason for providing curves on a highway is A. To provide access to a particular locality, B. Restriction imposed by some unavailable reasons of land, C. Preservation of existing amenities, D. All of the above. Correct option, C. Preservation of existing amenities. 96. The factor which influences the design of curves is A. Speed of vehicle, B. Maximum permissible superelevation, C. Permissible centrifugal ratio, D. All of these. Correct option, D. All of these. 97. According to LRC recommendations, the absolute minimum radius of curve for safe operation for a design speed of 100 km per hour is A. Estometros, B. 200 metros, C. 300 metros, D. 400 metros. Correct option, D. 400 meters. 98. A horizontal curve on a road provides A. Change in the direction, B. Change in the gradient of road, C. Both, A and B, D. None of these. Correct option, A. Change in the direction. 99. A vertical curve on a road provides change in gradient. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. Correct option, A. Correct. 100th. A curve whose radius gradually changes from an infinite value to a finite value, or vice versa, for the purpose of giving easy change of direction of a road, is called A. Circular curve, B. Transition curve, C. Simple curve, D. Compound curve. Correct option, B. Transition curve. Thank you for watching. You've completed the Part 2 of Highway Engineering MCQs series. 300 MCQs would be shared in total, fully solved and exam-focused. Our videos are perfect for PE, FE, PPSC, FPSC, SSC, JE, RRB, KPPSC, and more. Subscribe to CivTech Simplified for upcoming parts on this topic and other MCQs videos on hydraulics machines, soil mechanics, RCC, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.